Welcome to the Ghostly Chronicles. The Hollow Tree. In the heart of Blackthorn Forest stood a towering, ancient tree. The villagers called it the Hollow Tree, but no one dared go near it. Legend had it that anyone who stepped inside the tree's hollow trunk would vanish without a trace. Some said it was a gateway to another realm, others believed it was cursed by witches centuries ago. In the heart of Blackthorn Forest stood a towering, ancient tree. The villagers called it the Hollow Tree, but no one dared go near it. Legend had it that anyone who stepped inside the tree's hollow trunk would vanish without a trace. Some said it was a gateway to another realm, others believed it was cursed by witches centuries ago. One stormy night, three friends, Ava, Liam, and Ben, set out to prove the legend was nothing more than a fairy tale. Armed with lanterns and a daredevil spirit, they trekked deep into the forest until they found the hollow tree. Its bark was blackened and twisted, and the opening in its trunk seemed to beckon them in. "Looks creepy, but it's just a tree," Liam scoffed, trying to sound braver than he felt. Ben laughed nervously. "Let's get this over with," he said as he stepped forward and peered into the hollow. Inside it was pitch black, an endless void that their lanterns couldn't penetrate. "I'll go first," Ben said, and before the others could stop him, he squeezed through the opening and disappeared into the darkness. Seconds passed, then minutes, with no sound from Ben. Ava called out, but there was no response. A chilling wind rustled the leaves overhead, and unease washed over them. "I'm going in," Liam muttered, his voice shaky now. He climbed into the tree and vanished too, just as Ben had. Ava was left alone. Panic clawed at her, but she couldn't leave her friends behind. Taking a deep breath, she followed them into the tree. Inside, she found herself in complete darkness, the air heavy with a strange, unnatural cold. "Liam? Ben?" she called, her voice barely a whisper in the oppressive silence. Suddenly, the darkness began to shift. She could hear faint, disembodied whispers all around her, growing louder with each second. Her lantern flickered, revealing fleeting glimpses of something moving in the shadows, twisted, deformed figures watching her from all sides. Out of the darkness, a voice called her name, but it wasn't Ben or Liam. It was a deep, rasping voice that sent a shiver down her spine. "Ava, come closer," it beckoned. She stumbled backward, her heart pounding, but the ground beneath her feet was shifting, softening like mud. When she looked down, she saw that the floor of the tree was not earth, but a mass of writhing roots, twisting around her feet, pulling her deeper. Suddenly she saw them, Liam and Ben, standing just ahead, their faces pale, eyes wide with terror. But something was wrong, they didn't move. They were frozen in place, like statues, their mouths hanging open in silent screams. Before Ava could react, the twisted roots reached up and grabbed her, pulling her into the earth. She screamed, but her voice was swallowed by the dark, just like Ben's and Liam's had been. The next morning, the villagers found their lanterns at the base of the hollow tree, but the three friends were never seen again. The tree stood as it always had, ancient and silent, its hollow trunk waiting for the next foolish souls to venture inside. And the legend of the hollow tree lived on, except now, some swore that if you listened closely near the tree at night, you could hear faint whispers calling your name, begging you to come closer. Please like, share, and subscribe.